Okay, welcome everybody. This is Thorn with Game Design Lexicon. I hope everybody is having an okay day today. Don't know what's going on with my hair, but I'll just have to accept it. I'm getting a little shaggy here, and just kind of comes with the territory, I guess. I missed yesterday. I missed yesterday's stream, which was Zach McCracken. I'm going to try and make that up on Friday. Unfortunately, I also missed last Thursday's stream, and I was going to try and make that up Friday too, but I've been in a state, and I don't really know what to say about it. Other than it's been a state, so I've been kind of like not feeling good, just in general. It's kind of hard to explain. Just kind of exhausted, really. More than anything. A little bit of stress going on this last weekend. Had some situations at the house that changed that caused one of the cats to go a little nuts, and it kept me awake for pretty much most of the weekend. Hey, Rich Rain, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. We're just getting started. I'm kind of sitting here apologizing for why I missed my last few streams. Been a bit stressed out lately and just exhausted in general, and I'm still kind of recovering from it, so I certainly apologize for any low energy today, but let's see if we can get through this. Let's do some more Volcano Princess and figure out where we were. Luckily I did make this one last week. Oh no, I don't want to start a new game. I want to load my old one. There we go! Are you sure you want to read this? Archive. Unsaved progress will be lost. What are you talking about? This is exactly where I want to be. Let me take a look at these real quick, actually. 15 years old, 2058, 25. Yeah, that's the one I want. Certainly. And I hope your day is going well, Rich. Did Shelsa really complete 23 courses this semester? Amazing. She loves studying. She'll definitely achieve a lot in the future. Oh, nice. That's ridiculous, dude. I can't believe I completed that much shit. Wow. I guess it helps being brainy, doesn't it? Okay, so, oh man, I just downloaded the EXO Win31 archive, so it's a archive of old Windows 3.1 games. Man, that has some of the weirdest damn games in that collection. Windows 3.1 was a really weird platform to write games for. Like, any serious games like Doom or Descent or stuff like that was usually written for the DOS platform, at least until Windows 95, and even better, Windows 98 hit. So like Windows 3.1 just had weird games on it. It's so weird. But some of them are really cool, so I'll be taking a look at those in the future, and they'll definitely go into the short list for retro games for yesterday's stream, the stream that I missed yesterday, which we're currently playing Zach McCracken and the Alien Mindbenders for the FM Towns platform. I'll definitely be, like I said, trying to make that up this Friday, so I'll move the stream there, and then, of course, tomorrow we'll be doing Mondays. No, I don't mind Mondays, dude. Honestly, I've never been like, I'm not really against like a start of a work week. I mean, if you gotta work, you have to start sometime, right? Though I am kind of a bit, being an anarchist, I am a bit, I should be able to work when the hell I want to, kind of thing, but you know how that goes in this society. Also, welcome to the stream, X-Ben. I hope your day's going well. Speaking of which, I should be getting to the coffee, because I'm neglecting it, and my coffee Buddha is crying to me. And I will need it today. Because what it does is, by the time my stream's getting to that, like, 3 to 4 hour point, if my coffee doesn't kick in, I'm fucked, and I'm like, ugh. And today it's going to be even worse, because I'm still, like I said, I'm still at the ass end of that exhaustion. 6 a.m. Dude. Yeah, I've had a few jobs that have been like that, especially in my earlier days. I used to work at Jack in the Box when I was a kid, and I worked morning shift, which means I had to be in there Some days 4:30, some days 5:30, depending on the day. I think weekends was 5:30, weekdays was 4:30. So that was balls. Let's see, I used to work at Best Buy, and we'd have team meetings at Best Buy, and they always wanted to have them outside of business hours, so they scheduled them at like 6, 7 in the morning, which was balls. Those sucked. But luckily that was only, I think, once a month, so not a big deal. Not to mention our manager was pretty cool, and he always had some sort of like advantage to show up. Of course, it was mandatory, but you know, if you showed up, he like would cater it at a really nice. We had like Taco Cabana catering, and one time he even had one of the kids that worked there. They pulled their band in the morning and played for us, so that was kind of cool. But most of my life, I've had jobs that are night shift anyway, so that whole like 6 a.m. thing's never really accounted to me. 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. I'm usually getting off work, from my previous schedules anyway. Go in at like 11, 12 o'clock, don't get off until like 5, 6, 7, 8 a.m. Wow, dude, my intelligence has gone up like massively. Yeah, meetings in general, dude. Though I do mind 6 a.m. I don't know what the hell's been up with me, dude. I like all my life. Like, if I wake up at 6 a.m. and do like an 8-hour shift, right? Get off at like 2 or something, or I guess that would be 3 o'clock with a lunch, right? I'm like dragging ass all day, right? I mean, anytime I wake up before noon, I'm dragging ass all day. But like, if I get up at like 2 p.m. and then get up and do like an 8-hour shift, I can handle it no problem. I don't know what it is with me. I've always just been kind of nighttime oriented. I don't know if it's like my ADHD or what. Shells' growth is amazing. Even though she's always been a hardworking girl, I'm so lucky to be her father. What a beautiful day. Seems like Birdie Day will proceed without a hitch. We got 19 turns left, which is kind of cool. Get some of our male horse milk here. Oh my god, dude, male horse milk. Okay, let's use these care tools. I guess I should look at maybe getting another horse. I don't know. Looks like Wildfire has some honors going there. Dude, Wildfire. And to call him Wildfire. Okay, new news. That's awesome. New variety of apple discovered. Oh. You know, I used to, at one point in time, I used to work at Central Market here in Texas, which is a really big, like, supermarket, and they had, like, dude, I can't even remember, it was like 20-something breeds of apples. It was ridiculous. These apples are gorgeously shiny, bright, red in color, and crisp, and juicy with tender white flesh that oozes sweetness. They're perfect for making applesauce with the new variety. The new variety will be named after its discoverer, and there's no doubt that Ippo apples, nice. Ippo apples, that's ridiculous. Okay, Ippo apples will soon make their way onto the market. Oh, interesting. Let's see. Leisurely grab breakfast, yeah. I've always had a tendency never to eat breakfast most of my entire life. While I do like breakfast, if I'm doing something like right after it, like if I eat breakfast like right before I go to work or something like that, I always have the risk of my stomach running south, so I've always skipped it. Lunch maybe. Like, I didn't eat lunch a lot at school when I was a kid because my mom was a bartender and she was usually never awake when I went off to school, so she'd buy us the shit for our lunch and make us make it ourselves, and me with my little ADHD-addled mind would never make it, so I'd just go to school and not eat. So I wouldn't eat breakfast, I wouldn't eat lunch, and then I'd come home and eat. Did that pretty much most of my later school life anyway. Golden crayfish spotted. Didn't we already see this one? Unlike goldfish, the newly discovered crayfish is golden yellow. Perhaps it is the legendary crayfish that brings luck. It's amazing that they have been discovered in an ordinary river. Or News amateur reporter Zhao Shen. Pretty sure I read that one before. First documented case of regression. Many residents have reported that local storyteller Derek has shown signs of the regression phenomenon. Feathers have appeared on his body, but it remains to be seen if this is an infectious disease. We await further reports from researchers at St. Elmo's Academy. Okay, good morning, ma'am. The sun is beautiful today. I see the sun, and I want to sing for you. Let this letter carry my song to your side. That's the guard to the beautiful Miss Shelza from your loyal soldier Mark. Weird. Disillusioned World, Charles Brown, received and added to schedule. Your voice is beautiful. Thank you. Oh, got that +4. Good morning, Shelza. Oh, Benson. Thank you for staying by my side when I'm painting. I'm thrilled even when you simply sit and watch me quietly. I'm not used to being close with people, but you're different. You soothe my heart like a gentle breeze. Benson Painting. What? Is that his last name isn't Painting, is it? If so, I mean, prophecy fulfilled, but still fucking weird. Okay. Volcano Kingdom Anthology received and added to schedule. Nice. It's a pleasure to watch you paint, or why don't you paint your feelings for me? Ooh, that got the +4. And then we got, what's his name over here? Lon, I wonder if his last name's Cheney. That's the only Lon I know is Lon Cheney, right? Hey, Braden, Braden, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Sorry about the pronunciation there. I'm a little addled brain today, but I'm here. That's what counts. I'll have some more coffee. Hope your day's going well today. Lon here is at my door wanting to date my daughter, and I don't have my shotgun handy. Okay, good morning, sir. Is Miss Shelza home? Lon again? Call Shelza. Want to talk? Sure. Let's go. They just, my sister just got done cleaning out my dad's room, and, he had a shotgun in the closet, so now I have a shotgun in my closet. Nothing to really do with it because it's older than dirt itself. Not that anyone would ever want to fire it. It's like an old 12-gauge single-barrel breech loader. It's a shame, too, because I remember he used to have 2 guns. He used to have an Osaka Model 38, I think is what it's called. It's an old chambered 257 Roberts. It's an old rifle, Japanese sniper rifle from World War II, and that would have been a lot nicer had that been in the closet too, because that would have been probably worth some decent money. But oh well. I don't know what I'm going to do with that shotgun though. Probably see if I can find an antique collector that might want it, because it's fucking old. I don't even know what it is. You can't kill people in this game, but you can kill monsters. No, I don't really think so. It'd be interesting, but yeah, I don't think that's part of the game. I think the people are all your friends, and then there's monsters that you can kill. So there is violence. There is violence, which is good, but unfortunately not towards other people. Okay, where were we here? Lawn. See, there's this library by the altar. Although it's only small, the collection of books in it is no less than that of the college library. What? But in there are books from a wide range of sources arranged in no particular system because donors tend to just drop them off. If you go looking for a book with a certain purpose, you may be disappointed. But if you just wander around, you'll often find unexpected recompense. Oh shit, that reminds me, dude. Ever since I moved back to Texas, I've been meaning to go. We have these awesome bookstores, or I guess they're more media stores here, called Half Price Books. And if you've never been to a Half Price Books and you like books, man, it is like heaven. It's like a repository for fucking all the old books that nobody wants, you know? They order like books in bulk. They archive collectibles, stuff like that. Pretty much all of my first editions of Robert Heinlein books and my first edition Dune books I got from Half Price Books. Really awesome. Really awesome store, and it's huge. Tons of stuff. I could spend hours just browsing all this shit in there. See, that sounds like the perfect room for you. Man, I used to read a lot too, but ever since college, so I started college in like 2011, 2012, and then didn't graduate until about 2018. And since then, I just haven't been reading a lot at all. I've had this one book on game theory that I've wanted to read for a while, and we had our power go out a while ago, and it kind of forced me to read it because our power was out for like almost a week. But my stream froze. Oh no! No! Give me a sec. Let me take a look. No, it looks fine. I think. Yeah, looks fine. I don't know. At least it's fine on my end anyway. I hope it's oh, you paused it. Great. No worries. Of course, now my game's no audio because I clicked off of it. Well, there are some popular novels here that are sold out everywhere else. Local newspapers from other countries, travel notes, loads of interesting things. Let's see. Yeah, I used to read tons, man. I really wish... my favorites were sci-fi. I was a big Robert Heinlein fan, and I liked a lot of Frank Herbert, obviously, Isaac Asimov. I was a huge Clive Barker fan. I don't really like his movies, but man, I love Clive Barker's writing. If you ever have a chance, there's a book of his called Magica, which I suggest anybody who likes fantasy or... I guess it's more fantasy than anything, fantasy adventure. But his books are really involved. Like, Magica was one of those books that when you finish it, you kind of want to cry because, like, you feel that, like, disjointed feeling of being yanked out of a world that you've been involved in for, yeah, I mean, it's a huge book. So if you read at a moderate pace, months at that time. You know, it was when it was released, it was so large they had to release it in 2 volumes, else it would fall off the shelves. Yeah, exactly. Post-game depression. Yeah, I don't really get a lot of post-game depression, but it does happen. Books, though, man, I will get so involved in a book, and like I said, that's one of the reasons why. Clive Barker's Magica. So my favorite all-time author is Robert Heinlein, right? But my favorite book is Magica. By no clear margin. Magica by Clive Barker is my #1 favorite book of all time because I've never had a book draw me in that deeply to where when I finished it, I just didn't know what to do. It was such an awesome book. Anyway, I felt the same way about the Dune books too. Frank Herbert's Dune series when I first read it years and years ago. Is your novel in there too? I do seem like that accomplished for a writer. Do I seem like that accomplished for a writer to you already? I'm flattered. Pity that none of my stuff have actually been published. People have a hard time enjoying my more provocative work. Really? Do you write romance novels? That would be weird. Magica. So, give me a sec here. Let's, it's Magica. Like that. So. Yeah, it's a really awesome, like, fantasy adventure book. It's about a guy who's a mage he lives on Earth, and he forgets his past every so many years, right? And the whole entire book is him discovering his past and why he forgets it all the time. And he has to take a journey through the realms that have been broken off from Earth and there's like a little bit of biblical satire in it too. It's like these realms, like Earth is realm 1, right? And then there's 5 other realms in addition to it. And he has to make a sojourn through all these realms, all the way to the last one where his father is. Apparently, his dad is like the ruler of that realm or something. And that last realm's supposed to be like the analog to heaven. It's really interesting. It's really interesting. Dune's awesome. Let's see. Craig popped out from under the covers. Sorry, I was sleeping behind that bookcase. Oh, what the hell, Craig? What were you doing in there? This corner's quiet. People don't usually come here. Yeah, Magica is really awesome. It's really involved. It has a lot of deep character building. And you pretty much, like, the main character isn't really a good guy. He's just kind of like a guy, and Clive Barker makes him as human as he possibly can, which is funny because he's not. He's like an immortal mage. But he makes him both the combination of like a good guy and an asshole that you can have in one person. And it's amazing, the character building in it. And I guess the entire story is kind of like his redemption arc. You kind of find out how much of a shitty person he was in his past, and the entire book is about him trying to redeem himself for all those bad actions. It's awesome. It's really an awesome book. But then again, Clive Barker, man, all of his stuff. The Great and Secret Show, really awesome. What was it? Oh, yeah. Man, it's been forever since I've delved through Clive Barker's collection, but really good stuff. The Great and Secret Show is another one about magic users. It's about a guy who works at the dead-end letter office in the post office. And through examining dead-end letters, he finds the secrets of the universe and learns how to become a mage. It's really a weird book. Anyway, back to the game. Indeed, it's so quiet here that it's easy to lose track of time. As a child, I'd love to sneak in here and just read, usually a dozen books in one sitting. Once I even forgot to go home. Yeah, the book that I got right now that I want to read is a textbook mainly. It's on game theory and game design, so it's probably one of the reasons why I haven't been able to get through it, is because I just spent, like I said, the last 10 years of my life reading through textbooks through college and stuff like that. So maybe eventually I'll get back into them, but I just haven't had the time lately. I should really break out some of my, because I have a whole ton of hardbacks. I'm pretty sure I have a hardback for almost every book Robert Heinlein's released, and then I, of course, have the entire Dune series in hardback. Yeah. Oh yeah, Magica is definitely one of those ones that you can put yourself in the shoes of the main character pretty easy, because he's just one of those kind of people who he makes stupid mistakes despite the fact that he's supposed to be this all-powerful mage, Sometimes he's inconsiderate, but he's always trying, So, and it's basically about him falling in love with this girl and all the stupid shit that he does, revolving around it anyway. When I finally got back, Mother, who always has been a dignified woman, hugged me and cried because there'd been a few cases of kidnappings around town. She'd been out searching for me all night. I've never seen her in such a frantic state. After that, I always made sure to go home on time. For me, that was just a night spent immersed in novels, but for my mother, it took years off her life. Wow, that's weird. When I'm out with my friends, my papa must feel the same way. I think so. When it comes to kids, parents worry a lot more than we realize. You never met my parents, man. My parents were free-range parents, man. They'd be like, okay, go out of the house, leave the house, and don't come back until the streetlights turn on. Don't really care where you are. Just don't leave the neighborhood. Just go out. Away. Yeah, if you were raised before 1995-ish, that was probably your parents. I'm gonna spend more time with my dad from now on. That was just kind of like the standard back then, though. Your father is so lucky to have a good child like you. Is this also a writer's thing to suddenly become old-fashioned? What? Haha, sorry, I wanted to act mature. I didn't expect you to call me out. You don't have to pretend to be mature to write well. I want to create with a young heart, but the industry only cares about seniority. If you can't write something that meets the standards of the oldest few, you'll just be relegated to obscurity. So that's how it is, huh? Yeah. I also think I just didn't have the strength to handle it all. When I was your age, I thought I could start a movement. Her age? She's not much younger than you, dude. There you go again. You're only a few years older than me. I just said that. But you're such an old soul sometimes. I'm sure you can still do it. Do what? Start a movement. You says it. The English in this game sometimes. You says it like you've already conceded defeat, but you're still working towards that goal, right? It's almost charming how the spelling in it is just kind of like the grammar is just kind of poor now and again. Dude, I don't even remember when I was that old. Like, I can't even remember things that happened to me back then at this point. Like, maybe a little bit of it. I don't know. This is too long ago and too traumatic. Nah, you think too highly of me. Do I? My father once said that only those who are really climbing will know how dangerous the mountain is. Isn't that what you're doing? I feel embarrassed to be seen through so transparently by someone so young, but I don't hate this feeling. Huh? Are you secretly a masochist or something? What? No? I'm just nice, okay? Well, you can still be nice and be a masochist. I mean, you can say, please hurt me. I don't know. Never mind. But I do feel like we've gotten close. It's my pleasure. Nice. I'm back, Papa. Happy Birdie Day, my little one.
小鸟节快乐，爸爸。
Happy Birdie Day, Dad.
我这个年纪
Is it strange for me to participate in Birdie Day at my age? I'm not really a kid anymore. You can participate until you become an adult. You're still a kid for now.
原来是这样啊。
I see. That's good. I like the the Chinese voice acting in it. Okay, let's do admirers first. Life without you would be meaningless. You make my life complete. Earl. Oh, the Earl? Just call me Earl. Well, let's express gratitude. Get that mood up a little. She has concerns, so let's deal with those. Don't want to give her darkness, so let's consume 6 points. That's a lot of points. I recently made a discovery. Although everyone has jobs and stuff to do, most people's lives are ordinary. They just eat, sleep, and go to the theater for shows. If you are wealthy, you can eat the best things. If you don't have money, you can eat bean soup. But what difference does it make? It's just food. That's right. Everyone's lives are somewhat repetitive. That's a very philosophical thought. Right. I don't want to be human anymore. In my next life, I need a little excitement. So what do you want to be in your next life? You can't say human. I guess a bird, since I'm turning into one, right? I also want to be a bird. Nice, got my Papa rating up. Dad, we can be pigeons together. No, not a pigeon. Pigeons are just sky rats. Pigeons can live for a long time. I want to be like an albatross and sail across the seas for long times. Okay, it's a deal. Nice. I love Chinese dubbed and never switched to English. So this has it has Chinese voiceover the whole way, which is really unusual for a game. I've never run into a game with Chinese voiceover, but I've been buying more and more Chinese titles recently, so It just happens, I guess. This one doesn't have English dub, but honestly, when I'm watching a movie, I'd rather do dubs because if I have to do subtitles, I'm not paying attention to the visuals of the movie, and to me, that's the main part of a movie. So if I have to sit and read text, no way I'm going to be paying attention. I mean, I couldn't imagine like so many good like Chinese movies and Japanese movies that I've watched that you'd miss out on the visuals of it. Squid Game. What was that one? There was that one with Jet Li. Oh, Hero in 2002, man. The visuals in that were so unbelievable that I couldn't imagine doing that unless it was dubbed. The visuals were so striking, unbelievably striking in that movie. Anyway, let me go ahead and take a break. I'm going to take a short break here. This is Thorn with the Game Design Lexicon. We've been playing Volcano Princess for the PC Windows platform. If you do like our content, make sure you give us a follow here below on Twitch, where we do stream typically Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You can catch our schedule down below if you want to see when we're streaming. If you can't catch us live, by all means, we're over on YouTube, where we put all these VODs about a week after the fact that we air them here. You can go ahead and subscribe and hit the alert button over there to know when we're coming out with new stuff. I'm going to take a short music break, and I will be right back.